Hi there, and welcome to this training all about goal setting, planning, and tracking. So, this is really, really essential because if we don't have a clear vision in mind, it's really hard to plan a path to get there. And you probably heard the saying, fail to plan is planning to fail. I think that has a lot of truth to it. And when we fail to plan, it shows that we're not putting much effort into what we're doing. We're not putting a lot of intention into it. We're just kind of hoping that we can, do try this, try that, and like something is going to stick, right? And I find that that typically doesn't work. The just jumping into something without doing the proper planning and research and all the things, gathering together everything that you know that you're going to need to be successful and putting it together and then creating a plan is much more effective than just trying things here and there. Because what happens is, if what we try is not part of a plan and we don't have a vision and we don't see where things fit into a plan that makes sense, that we've structured and strategized first, what can happen is, if we don't get results instantly, or if we go off path or something, it becomes a challenge to us because we didn't put that energy in the beginning of it. It can be so easy to just think, oh, this isn't working for me, or oh, I'll never be able to do this because it's too hard, etc., etc., right? It's easier to fall back on our old patterns and habits if we don't really get clear and start from the gate from a place of strong intention and focus, essentially. Ideally, what you do is go to a coffee shop and or stay home and make a nice cup of tea or coffee and create some sacred space around doing this, putting it into a place of, this is like sacred work that you're doing for yourself because you value yourself and you're worth it, and it's worth putting the time aside to really get clear. Creating that sacred space just starts you off on the right foot and puts the time aside for you to do the work. Come up with some sort of saying or quote or your own mantra for how you want to approach your efforts towards this goal. So, for example, one of the ones that I like to use is that my body is a temple, and therefore I'm going to treat my body like I would, with reverence, like I would step into a church or other sacred space. Another one could be, this is another one I like to use as well, like treating your body like an animal. Like, I am a soul inhabiting this avatar, which is an animal. And if I want to make changes to the animal, I need to, just like if I have a pet, I want to treat that pet with loving kindness and care for it. And I'm not going to be punitive. I'm going to like reward with, like, if I want certain behaviors, I'm going to reward the animal with praise. I'm not going to punish and use force to try to get what I want out of the animal. So these are, the ones that resonate for me, but you'll have your own approach that will be empowering to you and will remind you the approach that you want to come to this work with. I want to share with you one more template that I've made for you. All right, so here's another template that you can use to create like an overall plan that you can see all the different things that you want and need to implement to support optimal health and therefore natural weight loss without dieting. That's everything that I wanted to share with you about some of the templates that I provided to help you with goal setting, planning, and tracking.